the trick. I hope. Looks like there's some volume coming through. Holy Christ. Hey, thanks, man. I probably would have streamed like 3 more hours just to realize only I can hear that. Okay, I think we're in business. I think we're in business now. Holy Christ. Yeah, thank God. Thank you. I will remember to always check. I could have seen it. I could have actually seen it because I see the output. Like, if this is not lighting up, this green bar, then I know it's not working. And I was like, huh? Seriously? That was a great monologue that I have had. Like, it's not the first. I have monologues all the time. Sometimes I vocalize, sometimes I don't. Actually, I have a lot of vocalized monologues. Not just on stream. Not just for you. It sometimes helps me think. Well. I don't know what this is. For some reason, I feel like maybe today we won't be doing super crazy practice because I have a bad conscience. The sample library is not growing and I want to upload samples. Like, I was joking that on the sample library, I have placeholder folders. Especially, it cannot be that the folder for the keys is a placeholder. There should be 1,000 hours of at least somewhat adequate piano and key samples, but this is still empty. I'm very bad at rendering audio. I make a lot of audio, but I don't render that. And we need to change that. And I don't know, I had some Doors feelings. I'm kind of sure you probably know the Doors. I mean, it's hard not to know them. And this reminded me of, I mean, they do use the organ a lot. But this reminded me so much of this one track. I kind of know a little bit the lyrics. And I spoke about the lyrics too. Like, what is this track? Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. It is actually a text from a German author, Bertolt Brecht, or with an English native tongue, Bertolt Brecht. Same like Bach, Sebastian Bach. But if you can, like, I'm not an elitist and German is my native tongue, but like my hairs are standing up if I hear Johann Sebastian Bach. It's outrageous. Well, hold up. The Doors. What was that track? I think it is Show Me the Way. The lyrics are super weird on that one. I mean, he was a madman. Sure. I think it's Whiskey Bar, is it? What is this name of the song? God damn it, I need to Google it now. Nothing drives me mad more than not knowing where something is from. I can't spell. Doesn't matter. I'll just spell it like this. There's an H somewhere. Yeah. Alabama song. It reminds me of the Alabama song. And I'm a little bit wary. It's been some time since I've been deep listening into the Doors. But I was also. I mean, Jim Morrison was a weird freak of nature. I've come to try to separate as good as I can, if it's necessary, the artist from the art. Otherwise, sometimes it's kind of difficult to actually really enjoy some art from some artists because I wouldn't really want to be friends with many of them, I find. I think he was a drunk pedophile, actually. And this song's kind of encapsulate that. Maybe this is just my notion, but these lyrics are kind of somewhat alarming. It goes kind of like, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. And once he has had his whiskey, he's asking for direction for the next little girl. And I think this is not good. You know what I'm saying? I think his girlfriend, there's like the story about how he was kind of stalking up on his iconic girlfriend that was a minor at that time. And he was sitting in a tree grooming her in front of her window. It sounds like Zulu nostalgia romantic, but putting it into more common sense context, that's maybe criminal, yeah. That's what it is. Anyhow, we've been noodling a little bit with this 2-chord progression. And I did applaud myself unnecessarily on slightly better improved timing. Now I was joking about this anecdote about Questlove, who tells the story. Like, I don't know what album that was, but you know the roots and Questlove, like incredible drummer, one of a kind. And he tells a story about one of the album of the Roots. His timing is so impeccable, they had to use a regroove shuffle to humanize his super on the grid drumming. Imagine you play so much on the grid, you have too much pocket, you're too locked in. It needs to be humanized because you are not from this earth. Imagine you are the clock. Fucking ridiculous. Shout out to Questlove. For real. Anyhow, but while we were noodling this pa rhythm, I had some boom 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 boom. Let's bring that into context. But the problem is, I will play this bass line a little bit further. Now I'm stuck with 2 songs. Now not only I'm stuck with this kind of somewhat DOS-like Hammond B3 doing stabby chop chop. And then I started playing this bass line that I didn't track yet. But the problem is the other half of the bass line makes me think of one other very particular song. And I'm quite sure most of you also know what that probably was. And Okay, they didn't invent that bass line either, but probably in their recording, I every time I play, and this is a very common blues bass line. It's a whatever bass line. Well, I'm talking about the Fugees, the score. Yeah, that's what that is. Unfortunately. So now we are stealing from two legends. We are stealing from the Doors with this Rhodes, with this organ. The bass line we steal from the Fugees. Maybe we will. I'm not sure. I shouldn't. And then I was noodling with some strings because you know me, I'm all noodles. And then we kind of are stealing from another legend. I'm not 100%. I think it is probably some chops from Four Seasons. And it's another track. Listen to this. We're stealing four legends. We're stealing from the Doors, the Fugees. I guess it's Vivaldi, I have to look up. And what was the last one? Oh my goodness. So we're in between the Doors. Maybe an octave lower. So we are stealing from the Doors, we are stealing from the Fugees, we are stealing from Vivaldi, I think. And the last I forgot again. It is so many tracks all in one. At least I'm hearing these references. Working on it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Yes, now I know the fourth reference. The fourth reference is Thunderstruck. And if we play that higher, it makes more sense. I love this. Nope, it's not doing what it should. It's doing too much. It is stealing the show. It should only complement 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Something, something. It's a little bit wonky. It could be better. And it's maybe in the wrong register. Ew, what did I do? Let's look at this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, the timing is getting better. Thank you, Lord. You know I can count. Nah, it's not working. The dynamics are all messed up. Let's move down a register anyway. something, something. No, this is terrible rhythm. No, 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 no. This is not what we want. Nope. Hold your horses. What was that nursery rhyme from Humpty Dumpty? But all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back again. Shit, and now I have another track that's in my mind. From the amazing and otherworldly voice of, what was her name again? Randy Crawford? Almas? Street Life? There's a concert with, what's his name? Amazing jazz pianist too. I think it's Joe Samples. I play the street life. It's a holy life I know. Yeah, I play the street life. Yeah, I play the street life. It is some holy life I know. I love this one. What is that? That is some weird ass chord. It's not too weird. What is it? Okay, now I have like 5 different musical references that will be somehow going in here. The last one is, and this reminds me so much of, I think it is Almas from Randy Crawford. I should probably not even listen to that because then it gets worse. Then I will never get rid of it. And I also still hear Thunderstruck in the back of my head, and I hear the Fugees. Something, something. No, absolutely not. No, no, no. Everyone wants to play solo like a virtuoso, but that's not gonna fly, my friends. Now, no, no. Focus, listen, play better. Shit. And stop talking so much. No, come on, make it simple, make it simple. No, no, no. How about no? No, no, no. What do we want to do? We do want to do 1 and 2 and 3 and no, that not. Also that not. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, come on. Make it simple, make it light. Something like this. But better. Only better and in timing and with better articulation. No, no, no. You are just to complement, not overpower strings or organ, which is actually difficult to do. No, 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 this is not how we're gonna do that. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe just octaves, nothing fancy, simple. And less talking, focus. I like this kind of. It's not perfect, but I like something about this. Now I'm thinking another piece of music. Now I'm thinking about some classical thing from Peter and the Wolf. Oh my God, like I have 10 different musical references now floating through my brain. What's wrong with my brain? Do we need brass? We might need brass. Amazing, we're not even clipping and we didn't really do very good mixing or gain staging. We are just collecting ideas. could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Yeah, but we didn't want to play that, right? Because I said this is pretty much. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Wait a second. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bop. You know what? Before I'm looking for a bass line, maybe we won't. Maybe we're just gonna sample this quickly with drums, without drums, and then I take a break, and then we track some guitar. How about that? I think it's okay. I think we're gonna do that, just like that. Nice and easy. Good day, Mr. Quad Damage. How is it going? I hope everything is funky. Yeah, but we got big problems. We are, at least in my brain, we are stealing from like at least five crazy, crazy well-known references. Like this organ is pretty much the Alabama song from The Doors, or something quite similar. If you're not too familiar with The Doors, what do you mean? Are you doing comping takes? I'd try to make a little loop or something. But yeah, often I will, sometimes for instance, like I'm not really good with the guitar, and often I will I'll make a little sketch like this. Often not so busy, just to lay out some harmonic framework, and then I'll get my guitar and try to jam with my recording. Like it can be used for practice, but I wasn't really planning on using this just as comping. I'm not sure what this is gonna be. Just felt like going through this. But the problem really is like, seriously, we have so many references. So we got this organ that is kind of stealing from The Doors. Then this bass line came to my mind, and I was thinking like, at first it was just the super classical bass line. Yeah, and actually I like another very nice quote, or that is kind of in the same realm of this, like quoting someone is like the biggest compliment, because you're kind of referring to the quote as it is already in perfect form. You don't need to paraphrase it. It can't be put into better words. So a quote can be the greatest compliment, because why would I want to try to reinvent the wheel if somebody had encapsulated an idea already perfect? I'll really like that. Also, we steal anyway if we want or not. But like seriously, this. So we got The Doors in here. Then we have, if we are not careful, we are using this bass line from. Oops. Oops, no. Well, we shouldn't use that because that's from the score in the Fugees. And what else? Then we were playing with the strings, and the strings reminded me of a whole lot of things. The strings reminded me of, I think it's Vivaldi, Four Seasons. And it also reminded me of Thunderstruck. And actually a lot of rock musicians, especially. Oh my God, do I really have a lisp? Especially, I can't speak today. Especially, it gets worse. Especially, 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 especially metal players. They are often quite the classical virtuosos. And actually, I'm kind of sure that riff from Thunderstruck was pretty surely inspired by Four Seasons. I'm so sure they did steal it from there. So now we are kind of having this homage to the Doors, Bertolt Brecht, who has written the text of the Alabama song, which has some fucked up lyrics, I must say. These certainly alarming lyrics for anyone with children. Like, yeah, that man was a weird man. That sample. Okay, let's see what this is. This could be. What what is this gonna be? Okay, it's good to mimic and see what we might do. Put it to mono retrake. Can you actually see stuff? Or is this too tiny? Maybe that's better. It's so murky. That's so funny. I did too. Oh, too funny. The world is so small. The world is so small. And I watch an open studio. That doctor is a very good educator. If you don't know Open Studio, I would also really recommend this YouTube channel. They are both very good. Piano with Johnny is also very good, but Doctor, I cannot pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher the name. You typed it. You know who he is. He has a really good. He's good. Yeah, he's a good man. And can't you? There's, oh man, I mean, like they really. It feels like there's so many excellent musicians like sand. Barry Harris is untouchable. Like almost all of these people, they will always refer also to Barry Harris. He was one of the legendary educators. And the thing about this bebop thing or the diminished sixth scale is like it's not, he didn't invent the scale, but in bebop, the diminished sixth, oops, wrong instrument. In bebop, this is a slide note. It's not used to harmonize. Bebop is super fast. I can't play bebop. I'm this way above my playing level. It's too fast. Let me tell you, it's too fast. And also, often I actually also do not really enjoy bebop. There's quite some subgenres of jazz which I find not too enjoyable to listen to, actually. Bebop and hard bop actually is not really on the list of my favorite. Okay, what did I want to say? Yeah, Barry Harris harmonizes with this with all these. Yeah, they usually just use it in melody, but not in harmony. But Barry Harris makes a whole philosophy about harmony. Like he really goes deep into philosophy, like yin and yang and whatnot. Like it gets deep if you want it to be. Almost spiritual, really. Yeah, actually, I'm having a hard time to really. I'm really terrible with genre names. What actually is bebop? Who are some bebop? Ooh, Charlie Parker. Hold up a minute. I have changed my mind. It's not that I don't like bebop. I don't like a lot of bebop. But Charlie Parker is certainly on the list. One of the greatest horn players ever. Oh my God. How did I forget about Charlie Parker? I'm sorry, Charlie. Don't be mad at me. Damn. Charlie Parker, Miles Davis. It just get. I don't even want to know who else is on this record. It's just all legends. Also, big standard. Night in Tunisia, amazing tune. What exactly is bebop? Well, let's listen to it. Like also this riff is mean as hell. How great is this riff? Like it has all these enclosures. It's crazy great music. Sometimes. But it can be also hella annoying because it's so fast. If you're not in the mood for it, it can really be like somebody is just slapping notes left and right. And it can be, it is not the music necessarily. It's not the cool kind of I'm chilling, having my tree and a glass of red wine and I'll be chillaxing. This is up tempo music. That's energy music. This is not the music that you want to fall asleep with. It will be, no, it's not the speed. It is rather what they do harmonically and with melodic runs. It is a very melody centered music. But before I start speaking more unconfirmed nonsense, let us look how it may be defined. Bebop definition. What would be good? Also, really, I have a big problem with all these genre names because there is too much fluidity. And nowadays it's ridiculous anyway because there's a new genre or a derivative of a genre every other day. Like tropical thunderstorm, glitched out madness. It's maybe a genre you could find. It's a joke. Okay, let's see. So it's an early kind of style of jazz. Maybe who are some good representatives? Maybe this article isn't too terrible. And why is this in white? Is there no dark reading mode on this? I feel like I'm getting X-rayed. Bebop is a style of jazz developed in the early 40s. Like usually exceeding 200 BPM. Like what the fuck? Why? Like why? Seriously, why? 200 BPM. I don't even dare to practice above 120. And if I do, actually, I'm doing it half tempo. I have no business at 180. What kind of genre exceeds 200 on average? That's just bananas. Seriously. It's so ridiculous. It's ridiculously fast. It's ridiculously fast. Okay, some of the most influential bebop artists. I'm just gonna copy him. Ooh, Art Blakey in the Jazz Messengers. Holy Christ. But it's not that they only did bebop. Some of them did hard bop. Oh yeah, Thelonious, Dizzy. They are all masters. I know almost all of them, not everyone, but like Bud Powell, Barry Harris, Thelonious Monk. They are all giants. Kenny Clark. I don't know Max Roach. What an awful last name. Fats Navarro. The Monk. The Monk is also one of the untouchables. Like seriously, Monk is oof. Monk is also crazy. They all crazy. But Charlie Parker is one of the most gifted saxophone players that ever. Dexter Gordon, like Sonny Rollins. I don't know James Moody. And I'm not too familiar with Buddy DeFranco. Now that I pronounce his names, it seems not too weird. And Fats Navarro. Does Fats Navarro have to do anything with what's this other fella's name? Fats Waller? That also oh my god, Fats Waller was also hilarious musician. And oh my god. There is this anecdote. It may be a true story from Fats Waller, who was a ragtime and also great pianist. Al Capone hijacked, kidnapped Fats Waller for his birthday party because he wouldn't accept no for an answer. They didn't ask him. Some gangsters came up, took Fats Waller, and he was gone, I don't know, for 36 hours, it says, doing Al Capone's birthday party. And afterwards, he was super drunk with a headache hungover, with thousands stacking in his display. They're like, imagine you live in the 90s, 40s, you were a jazz pianist, and Al Capone's mob knocks on your door, gets gets a blanket over your head, and the next thing you know, you are at the estate of Al Capone doing a private gig for his birthday party. Oh, wild times. Seriously, I can't stop giggling. That's a fucking joke. It's too good. Damn. He paid him $100 per song in the 1940s. If we adjust this with inflation, oh my goodness. $100 a song in the 1940s. And how many songs will he have played in? It was more than 24 hours. I forgot the time. That's just crazy. Hold up, I'll give you a link. Fats Waller was a funny fella, crazy funny fella. I'll send you one really crazy funny song. I think Your Feet Is Too Big or something like that. Like seriously, these people are. How is somebody that funky? Seriously, they haven't even invented funk. Your feet is too big. Your feet is too big. Like seriously, these people are crazy, crazy musicians. They were not just musicians. They all were prime entertainers too. And that is a rare combination. They were excellent musicians and super professional, hardworking showmen. It's crazy.
Can I can't swear at him, Ed. Probably not. This is sick.
Way up in Harlem at a table for two. There was four of us, me, your big feet, and you. From your ankles up.
Stephen Maxwell drums. I'd have to check him out. I'm not familiar with him. Who is he? Who that is? Oh, okay, he's a jazz drummer, I see. Obviously. Why don't we follow this man? Even, hold up, look at his eyes. Seriously, look at his eyes. These people were all prime entertainers. Like they were like in silent movies. Like it's crazy. These people are crazy. What? I did not like that video. Probably watched this video a gazillion times.
Yes, but from that down's exactly too much feet. Yes, your feet's too big.
Look at the...
Can't stand you 'cause your feet's too big.
Look at the prop. Like, look at his feet.
Say I can't tolerate you 'cause your feet's too big.
Like, seriously. Who, the facial expression, everything, the wittiness, the entertainmentship, the prop with the ridiculous feet. It feels like when I think about when I move, you move, just like that. From what's his name again? God damn it. Ludacris, from Ludacris. Like his feet remind me of Ludacris. And also like, let me rewind the last lyrics. He just said, I can't tolerate you 'cause your feet is too big. And also these fucked up grammatics. Your feet is too big. Dude, it is just too good. Like I'm cracking up every time I see these people. They were just beyond funny and witty. How can you be this funky?
Can't tolerate you. Up you sure need. Yes. But
like, excuse me, just a frozen frame is still from this. Look at his face. Just looking at his face, his raised eyebrows, I know that this Fats Waller fella is funny as fuck.
That down's exactly too much feet. Yes, your feet's too big. Can't stand stand you 'cause your feet's too big. Say I can't tolerate you 'cause your feet's too big. John and choir, what sweet what true. How's that for a vocal? Ain't it a killer? Where'd you get 'em? Your gal, she loves you. She thinks you're nice. She claims you got everything to take you to paradise. Ain't that a killer? She likes your loving. She likes your ring. But man, oh man, them things is too big. Yes, your feet's too big. Can't stand you 'cause your feet's too big. Say I can't tolerate you, nay, nay, 'cause your feet's too big. Cedric, on your feet and earn your salary, son, blow. Play that doghouse music, I love it. That's it, give me the growl. Say your pedal extremities are colossal, but to me you ain't nothing but an old fossil. Yes, you got me walking, talking, and squawking, 'cause your feet's too big. Yes, your feet's too big. Can't stand you 'cause your feet's too big. Say I can't tolerate you, I really hate you, 'cause your feet's too big. In fact, your pedal extremities are a bit obnoxious. Where did you get them, son? Where did you get them?
Oh my God. Let's rewind the last 30 seconds. We should be putting caption on this. Like, seriously, who is so insane, so witty, and so mean? Imagine you really were ever to say something like this to somebody on a dance floor. Seriously. Imagine you are at a party and somebody's insulting your friend. Maybe there is some hands flying around. Like, this is so insulting. It is one of the craziest insults. Like, he doesn't stop. It climaxes. Like, he's a master of, like seriously, I'll rewind this. What the fuck he was just saying the last 30 seconds?
Because your feet's too big. Say I can't tolerate you, I really hate you, 'cause your feet's too big.
Say I can't tolerate you, I really hate you, 'cause your feet's too big. And he continues. He's not finished by a long shot. Holy Christ. What's wrong with this mad fella?
In fact, your pedal extremities are a bit obnoxious.
In fact, your pedal extremities are a bit obnoxious. Where you get them from, son? Where you get them? What? Nah, you didn't say that. Seriously.
Say I can't tolerate
No,
you,
you didn't.
I really hate you, 'cause your feet's too big. In fact, your pedal extremities are a bit obnoxious. Where did you get them, son? Where did you get them? One never knows, do one.
What the fuck? Seriously. These people were mad. They were sure mad. Who does something like that? I love him for this. That was mean. Do it again, kind of bye-bye. I need to reload on my coffee, you know me. I'm bubbling. Bubbling. Ooh, hold up. As I am not monetizing anything anyway, there's one track now. Oh my God, today is a crazy. Yeah, I think that must have happened. That must have happened, I think. Somebody really messed them up. Was like, well, I can't have this dance. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then he regretted real fast and had to write a song about it, taking revenge. Like, this is a crazy character assassination. Like, seriously, if you did this today, you will be sued. If you were doing this today to someone, you get sued. Imagine this is your ex-girlfriend and you make this song. You'll be paying some prime dollar for that. But there's one track that I want to listen to. Why the hell are all this music jumping through my brain? I thought I'm bubbly, right? Now I want to hear the song Bubbling. But by whom? Is it Anderson? Bubbling. How do I spell it? Am I stupid or something? Somehow I am. Yeah. Yeah. Let's listen to this real quick and then I take my break. I love this one. Anderson Park is also insane beyond reason. How good can you be? Also maybe the most funky man on earth. No question. But why so silent? Is it... Am I deaf? Why is it so silent? What am I missing? This can't be this silent. What? I think I need to restart my audio card. This is not a silent track. This track smacks. Let's restore these settings. R.L. Burnside. Ass Pocket of Whiskey. I'll check that out. Ass Pocket of Whiskey. What a crazy funny title. Ass Pocket of Whiskey. Ass Pocket of Whiskey is a fucking crazy title. That's funny. R.L. Burnside. Not familiar. Ooh, his face seems familiar. His name isn't. But he has a real character face. God damn. This photo is kind of intense. I'm not too sure. But I'm really bad with words, with names sometimes. The way this looks, I might just be. Let's see.
Y'all out there? All right, let's get this thing moving.
I'm getting John Lee Hooker feelings, but yeah, maybe, probably. From when is this? He was signed to punk labels in the 90s. Hi. Yeah, Delta Blues, hey man. I was raised with John Lee Hooker and B.B. King and like all that. Now it all starts to make sense to me. Now I know why I'm into music. I guess. I was already conditioned before I could speak, I guess. Interesting. But maybe in general, I should just post a link to jams so I don't get portions of audio muted. Couple of days ago, I talked with somebody about see my jumper hanging on the line. See my jumper hanging on the line. Okay, let's get that. Next time I will just put out a Spotify jam. Then you can just either just get the reference and play through whatever streaming service you use, or you can get the Spotify link. But I believe it may be better than streaming too much royalty protected music. Like, we're not doing anything weird, and I think it is kind of fair to say, okay, his archive channel, like archive channel on YouTube. I suppose, I guess. Oh God. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, while we were trying to narrow down what bebop is, let's look at hard bop maybe. I'm also not sure what was first. That's bebop. We just looked at this article. And actually, I wasn't quite finished because I couldn't really define it very well. The term bebop is derived from nonsense syllables, vocables used in scat singing. Right. So a couple of people are in between various genres. I think maybe really what we copy and pasted from that article is a good starting point. If we assume we don't know nothing about bebop and we want to know more, the paragraph with some of the what's it called, usual suspects, was actually pretty good. Benny Goodman is also Benny Goodman. And what was this other guy's name? Blah blah blah. Big Fat Band. Gordon Goodwin's. Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band. Gordon Goodwin. Sometimes I get these names, and sometimes I will never. I don't get my brain. My brain is not normal. And why am I not following this man? This band swings so hard. Oh my God. They knew why they spelled it with PH. They know. They know. I will. But start jam. If I should play another song, yeah, damn. I'm glad I don't, because sometimes I like a little bebop if it's not too crazy. Some of the more chill side, I suppose, but often it really is too fast for me for extensive listening. It is more educational to me than it is enjoyable often, actually. And I'm kind of like a jazz nerd, but I understand why some people say, kill the saxophone player now. I get why. It can be quite painful to listen to bebop and hard bop for extended periods. I was just laughing my ass off because at first, before we were trying to research a little bit, I was conversing and contemplating with Quad Damage, and I just could describe that. And also, first, hey mother. Also, your last night was just a blessing, seriously. I'm so glad I stopped streaming and didn't start another stream. I was already done. My brain was finished for the day, and just leaning back on the couch listening to all your guys' music was pretty amazing. You got some wholesome, funky people on the Monkey Island. Seriously, great place to be. Like really, but just this. it usually exceeding 200 BPM. How much coke were they sniffing? Seriously, how bored? What kind of a master do you have to be playing 200 BPM plus on average? Like seriously, why? Yeah, but that's what we are doing. We're doing something chill. I wanna, but I am not super organized, and I never have anything that is really substantially finished. Like, and you know what? 2 weeks ago, I've deleted Instagram, and I'm a broke one man army musician. I cannot have the opportunity cost of leaving out free marketing. And I deleted, and also I've deleted, was it again DaVinci Resolve? Because I thought I will not spend more time video editing, because I don't even have enough time practicing or learning more about basic production and sound design. Like, you can only fight so many battles, right? That I can play on stream. That is at least my own stuff. Like, I often just do these loops, you know? They're just like 20 seconds or something. I don't really have something that is. I don't have songs. I have loops and skits and sketches. I have this terrible sickness of never finishing something. I can be spending like 1, 2, or 3 days working on pretty good stuff, but it never exceeds like 8 bars. Once I have had my sound selection, basic arrangement or so, I get bored with the template and want to start something new. And I never really arrange a song from start to finish, and I should. It's not good. Like, I could submit something like this or really try to finish something, but really I rarely ever finish something. It's kind of a crime. I think some of you maybe are like this. I hope not. What were we gonna play? Why is this so short?
Look up in the sky and a horizon of doubt. Just poisonous clouds, just poisonous clouds.
Feel like the sun shine. Feel like the sun shining.
And then one day, I feel like the sun's shining on me. They don't know. No, they don't.
Actually, I'm in love with the brass here. The brass wrote itself. I don't know what happened there, but the brass was so fun. I can open the project later. I have all these projects, of course. If you're ever interested in anything or want more of that, I can always go back and actually do some real work. But often I'm like, okay, I could work on this, but I don't know what people need or want. And often I'm not necessarily intending to make it a whole complete finished work for myself. I kind of intend this to be often crate digger raw material, but I really like the brass on that. The rest is okay too, but the brass kind of worked out.
They don't know. No, they don't know. revolution will not be televised. Will not be televised. Will not.
Well.
The revolution.
What's he saying? I'd feel bad submitting something like this because, in comparison to all the work that I was listening to last night, that is very short and it is a very incomplete story. My stuff is very fragmented, just like my piano chops. I know a little bit here, I know a little bit there, but it's not very often that it comes full circle. It's too much noodling. It's not enough intention. I think I'll have to take a break and eat something. I realize I've been talking a lot and not doing much music anymore. And also, I hear so many of these references. Like, I started discussing with Quad Damage, like this organ somehow subconsciously inspired by the Doors. It could be the Alabama song. The strings is I'm quite sure you know what that is. I had Thunderstruck. And also, I told Quad Damage if we wanted to be, actually, I think they stole parts of their lick from a classical piece that is actually way too famous and absolutely overplayed. Oops, that was bad. That is Four Seasons, of course, right? I'll send something in. I'll send something in, but I want it to be meaningful, because like a loop is just a loop, you know. This is all fine and dandy, but a piece of music is a story. It's not a story yet. It sets the scene. It's the stage. It's a stage without the actor, without the narrator, without anything. It is just a scene. That's an empty stage. Not completely empty, but pretty empty. Know what I'm saying? Okay, before I go off, let us mute this click track, mute my voice, and then we sample without drums into grain. So we can do some glitchy, and then we put it also into Mimic so we can do some more conventional sampling. Seriously. I'd feel ashamed to send something like 8 bars in there. I'm definitely on it. I'm definitely on it. I'll send something your way that shall hopefully be appropriate for for the level of quality that is on your channel. Actually, I'm before we even go into Mimic, I have a pretty good idea what Mimic could sound like. But with granular synthesis, you don't really know unless you are Dan Warrell or somebody who is crazy into synthesis. A granular synthesis is interesting to say the least. Alrighty, it's gonna be interesting. That's probably my favorite mode. And it frees the playhead stationary. And you can do some wild stuff with that. Oh my god, we could go anywhere with this. Like really just a micro sampling. I could stay exactly here for I don't know for how god long. I love this. Need to get it some drums in here. Sometimes I run, hold up. Sometimes I run a Walkman cassette with weird stuff like books and tape and then freeze it. And you can play like a keyboard. Yeah, man. Like really this freezing and making that moment a playable instrument, which is what it is. Making any moment a playable instrument is insane. I believe that. I dabble a little bit with it, but I'm not super deep with it. I'm quite sure I'm lacking some very basic fundamentals. I try to cover my weak spots so I know at least what people are talking about. But I certainly need to really improve. Well, there is a good reason why the source material is an organ. And that's what we're hearing. Like a super glitched out organ with some other stuff on top. But I'm slowing down significantly. I should be taking that break, I think. And why it sounds a little bit weird, like often sometimes when I do use freeze, you have an oscillator section and you can pair it with an oscillator. And when you have keyboard tracking on, this oscillator, of course, will accentuate the key that you're playing. And also, if you want it to be at significant bass, that's why I shifted this down 2 octaves. Otherwise, it would be here. But that's much better. With the filter on, we only hear the bass. Not too sure. No, we really just tape. They use a lot of very basic stuff. I know if you are really good with basic tape and analog, you can do a whole lot of really interesting stuff. You could do the pitch shifting that you said and preserving the harmonic relationship. And what else? You can use parallel processing with tape to create a simple chorus. Super powerful. You have your original track, you make a copy, and you feedback a little bit of that process signal. And when the type speed is a little bit slower than on the original, of course you get a chorus or whatnot. There's a lot of actually very simple methods that can be applied, but really I'm just dabbling on the mere surface of a sound design and synthesis. Like I kind of know what I need to know, or I hope I do. Yeah. All right, you guys. I think I have to step off for 1 or 2 hours. Oh god damn, it's raining. I wanted to play basketball today again. Haas effect. Yeah, that's also very interesting. Oh, I could hear something with that already. Like I say, if you do boom bop or whatever, tram strings are powerful. You know, let's get this to 90 for a second. Let's say. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to do this to nobody. But I can't be finger drumming and looking for chops at the same time. I also don't want to hear this. It's so on grid. Oh, sorry, I lost the chat a little bit. House Effect, yes, right? Sounds good to me. I just played by CI Bro. I just finished the drum kit. Amazing. Alright. Alright, fellas. Maybe it's good time to step away from the screen for some time, do some stretching, drink some water, get rehydrated, look at nature, and replenish. And yeah, I wish you all a wonderful Saturday. Might catch some of you later. Do you want me, Mother, do you want me to email you something specific? Do you want me to email this loop or whatever this is? If you leave the email address, I will mail you. We can check further. And also I have to, maybe I should probably join your Discord. That would be smart, I guess. Could make things easier. Absolutely, 1 second. I'm gonna type my email address in here. You can always find that also on YouTube anyway. Should put it just there. It should be, did I type that right? Just.groove.it records. Oh, I'm missing an S. Okay, let's do this again. There's a mistake. Groove it records. Oh, I can't type today. Yeah, I really need to take a break. I only slept 6 hours, and maybe I should have had that last glass of wine yesterday either. Yeah. Just groove it records gmail.com. Seems about right. The later one is a correct one. All right, fellas. I'm gonna play this. Oh no, not like so. Amen. We all should. I love to joke. The world has become dominated and hypnotized by the glowing rectangle. You know what I mean. Alright, fellas. Just groove it, stay funky. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. Good night or day, wherever you may be. Happy practice, happy production. May the muse be with you. As always, thanks a ton and catch you later. And yeah, let's stay connected. If you have feedback, suggestions, whatever it may be, give me the good, the bad, the ugly. I'll try to take everything without ego and just improve as good as I can. All right, fellas. Peace.